Okay, what's going on here, Gemini? Let's have a look. So, we have the Knight of Swords coming up as your underlying energy. The mutable signs, they're actually the knights. That's how I always see them anyway. So this is actually specifically the card for Gemini. But obviously it can be another air sign, which would be Aquarius or Libra. I don't usually get that. I usually see the card that comes up as the underlying energy. It's very much related to the person that I'm reading for. Of course, it's general though. So this may be someone who's very central to your story at this time. Who is the Knight of Swords? If it's not an air sign, then it's going to be someone who, they know what they think. They know their thoughts. They know their beliefs. This is that knight who, he knows what he believes in and he's ready to go and fight for it. And it's almost like you can convince him. Like all you have to do is to convince him of something, and off he is. Off he goes charging. Like he doesn't even fully, he may not have fully even heard the whole thing. He's like, oh my God, that sounds like a great plan. And off he goes. So this is like, you know, fighting for what you believe in. It's very spontaneous energy. Now this, the Knight of Swords, is he has a sword raised, but this is usually the sword of truth. This is someone who fights with their words. Someone who may have to go and argue with someone, who may go and say, hey, this is not right. This is what I want. Or deliver some truth to someone else. What is this truth? I mean, that could maybe you. Maybe in February, you're feeling that urge. Like I said, it's Aquarius season. It's a sister sign for you. Aquarius is your 9th house. So that's going to be, that may be travel. That may be like what you know. I've got that sense of what you know. You know something. You know something this month. You know something that you're ready to go and fight for. And that's what's kind of coming up here as an underlying energy. For some of you, it's going to be something that's making you very happy. You have the Ace of Cups. You have 2 aces here. So there's new beginnings coming in here for you. But, sorry. The Ace of Cups coming up at the heart of your reading is whatever this is. As much as we have swords here, which is logic and thoughts and our beliefs and, you know, ideas and how we communicate them. It's something that makes you very happy. And hey, I'm an air sign too, so I get it. Thoughts, ideas and arguing, and not arguing so much, like debating and getting our ideas across. That is something that makes us happy. So this may be at just an emotional level what makes you happy, but it may also be new love that's coming in, right? So this is new love, emotional growth, spiritual growth. It's a very healing energy. I always see the Ace of Cups as a very healing energy. And it's coming up right at the heart of your reading. So are you going to fight for this new beginning? That's what's kind of coming in here. Are you going to fight for this new beginning? And the Ace of Cups, the other thing, there was something else I wanted to say about this. It's an opportunity to remember that. And it's just a door that gets presented to us. And it's up to us whether we're going to go through that door or not. Like free will is always a thing. But it feels like you're going to go charging through it. You're going to go charging through it with this Knight of Swords energy. And that's because of this. Right, it's strange. The Six of Cups is to do with the past, and this card is coming up in the past. So I think this is referring to like happier times, more innocent times. This can be sometimes when we think back to our childhood. It's coming up in the past. Like, yes, if this had come up in the present, if this had come up in the future, I would have said it's someone returning from the past. But this is maybe someone that you met in the past that you felt like you had a past life connection with. It can be that. So that's, I mean, that changes obviously the position of the card. It changes the meaning of the card. And with the Six of Cups coming up in the past, it feels like you've come through a time, this is the foundation of your reading, where you might have met someone that you felt like you had a very fated kind of past life connection with. That connection can be anywhere. This might be business partner. This might be work. And people hate it when I do that. They hate it when I downplay any of the soulmate cards because they want me to say, oh my God, this is your life partner that's coming in. That's not always the case, guys, with soulmate situations. And you know what? I might do a Q&A just for love, for Valentine's, just so you guys can ask me all these kind of just love related questions, but romance related questions rather, I should say. But with this coming up here, maybe this might be you've taken the time out to reflect on the past, on happier times when things were more innocent. Whenever this comes up, I sometimes do get the sense when someone's kind of a little bit traumatized, maybe you've been fighting for something, and it's that longing for, have I lost my innocence? Wasn't there an easier time? Weren't things much easier in the past? But whatever this was, whether this is a person, it's going to play out differently for each of you. It's impossible for me to give every scenario for you guys, but whatever this was, whatever this past life connection, thinking of the past, whatever it was, the Six of Cups energy, this leads to this, which is amazing. So we have the Ace of Wands coming up in the present. Now you're ready to act. So think about it. Cups are emotional energy. Swords is our thoughts, our ideas, our beliefs, how we communicate them. But this is where action takes place. Now you're ready to act. Now you're ready to take some action to begin something new. This is that spark. Something you're ready to begin something with excitement and enthusiasm. This is that kind of whoa Nelly kind of combination here. Because can you imagine this guy who's already willing to go charging off to go do something? Now he's got this. Now he's actually excited. It's not just his morals. It's not just his ideas that he's going to fight for. He's actually excited about this. He's so enthusiastic. He's got that passion to go and do this, to start something new. So you guys are going to be getting your skates on for sure here. Like, you know, there's something, you guys are moving forward. There is speed here, which I know you guys like. I always comment on that for you guys. But where does this lead? Well, we have this. We have the High Priestess coming up in the future. So that's a kind of change of pace, right? Maybe it's not, though. The High Priestess, she's the keeper of all secrets, the keeper of all knowledge. She knows everything. This can be occult knowledge. This can be things like the tarot and stuff. Like, you know, she's very intuitive. When she comes up in someone's reading, and whenever she comes up in my clients' readings, I always tell them, you know the answer to this. You know the answer to this. You know, whatever your gut feeling is, whatever your instinct is, it's correct in this situation. But remember this. She's coming up in the future. So with her coming up in the future, it kind of feels like here, this is emotion, right? This is the thought. This is excitement. This is where you have that deep, profound knowing, where you have that deep knowing of where this is going, what's happening here. Right now, it's all about beginnings. Ace of Cups. I want to be happy. I want a new cycle. I want to fall in love. I want a new cycle in my relationship, whatever it is, whatever this new emotional cycle is that begins here. I want to create something. I mean, ones for me are creation as well. Like, I want to create something. I want this passion. I want to express what my passion is. It's the energy that we put out to the world. I want to express that. So there's these urges and these desires that are coming up here. But this is where you have the precise knowledge of what it is that you do. And I'm going to actually clarify. I've been clarifying. I mean, blame Aquarius and Pisces, because I had to clarify. They both got the Tower in the future. So I've been doing at least one card for everyone. So let's do the High Priestess for you guys. What does she know? Why is she coming up there? What have we got for Gemini? Why is High Priestess in the future? I'll say this. God, that's the Emperor there. Let's put him up there. The High Priestess coming up there with the Ace of Cups. It could be that's your actual goal. That you want this new love. You want this. This is what you truly want. But you're not sure how to get it. And when she comes into the future, that's where you have the knowledge. Or that's where a secret is revealed, right? She can be the keeper of secrets. It's very passive energy, but things always get revealed. They may be revealed to us for our intuition. But it kind of feels first comes the passion, then comes the love, the instinct, the deep knowing about this emotional situation or this emotional cycle. Connected to the past in some way there, or a past life relationship. Let's pull one more. Oh, so we have the Emperor also coming up here, but let me just pull two more. Sorry, I know I ramble a lot. Here we go. Five of Pentacles. Strange, Taurus got that as a clarifier. All right, another ace. Bloody hell. Okay, so let's start from here. We have the Emperor coming up here as a clarifier for this High Priestess. So it's almost like that knowledge or that instinct, whatever it is, it actually puts you in control. It actually puts you in a position of control. It may be an instinct about someone like this. Now, this can be someone who's older than us. So this may be referring to a boss, a father figure, or an authority figure, or even a relationship where there's an age difference. Or, it doesn't have to be an actual physical age, maybe in maturity levels and knowledge, right? Because we have this kind of younger energy here. So what else can I say about this? Well, so whatever this knowledge is, it kind of puts you back in control, or it's an instinct about this person, intuition about this kind of a person. There's rejection. Whatever this is, there's a deeper understanding about a rejection, because this is being left out in the cold. This is that poverty card. So if it's work, this is a work reading for you, which I don't see that. Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, but it can be, right? We can be happy and in love with our work as well. Somebody may have left you out in the cold. And there's been a lot of people that have been left out in the cold that I've done readings for recently. But it feels like there's some new truth that is discovered about that. And you discover it through the swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, clarity and victory through the truth. This is the sword of truth. He carries the sword of truth. There's this whole thing about the truth that is finally, if the truth finally comes out, the secrets that were there that, if someone kept them, they come out. And it's almost as if it puts you back in control. Maybe, or, it's against someone who may have been kind of controlling. They've always been in control. And now you have truth on your side. And that's what leads to your happiness. So what's the advice for Gemini? Well, we have the Two of Pentacles coming up here as the crowning energy. This talks about a balancing act, balancing these two pentacles. And pentacles always refer to tangible things, practical things that are within our life that, offer us, they are value to us. They offer us stability and security. But it's almost like how much attention, focus, effort can you put on balancing these two pentacles? With Gemini, you probably get bored after a little while, right? But you may be doing that. What are you doing right now, Gemini? That's what I'm going to say to you, apart from watching this video. I mean, not right now, but in your life, what is it that you're doing that you're just balancing? It's like you're just treading water. Because you may be doing something that is, you're doing it so you can avoid looking at the bigger picture. And it's kind of asking you, have faith, put down one of those pentacles. You don't need it. You have like three aces coming in. You have 3 aces coming in. So, there's new beginnings on all fronts. You may be having to balance some things. You may be having to say, oh, I have to do this. I have to keep, this is the only way I can keep balance, balance the books, keep the money coming in, keep this relationship going, whatever it is that you're doing this juggling act for, saying you don't need to do that. Put down one of those pentacles. You're missing something. There's something in the bigger picture. Put one of them down, turn around, look at that sea, see what's coming in for you, because there's ships coming in here. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Now, this card usually comes up. It's, for me, sometimes can be like the Six of Swords, where, you could be going on a trip. You could be going away somewhere. But for me, it's like quality time spent with someone, right? For some of you, I'm telling you, this is a new beginning coming in. There's some of you that are in long-term relationships where you're doing other stuff and you're not paying attention to how you feel. And there's a new cycle coming in. Maybe that's how you feel the relationship is. It's just like, oh God, like we meet up once a week, we like do whatever. And, it's that kind of, it's become mundane, it's become boring. And it feels like there's a new breath of life. And you might be thinking, we were like this. We had that fated, beautiful, innocent connection. It was fun. And now it isn't. But it's like, put down one of those pentacles. You have all these new beginnings coming. There's fresh energy coming in. And you're going to know everything that you need to know will be revealed to you here with the High Priestess. Everything that you need to know is going to be revealed to you. You are going to know the truth. This is a new way of thinking. A new way of thinking. A new cycle that begins here as well. Think about the new cycles. You've got one for love, emotions, and happiness. The other one for your passions, your creative energies. The other one's for your truth, your beliefs, your ideas. All right, let's see what we have from the Whispers of Love. What do we have from the Whispers of Love? You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. If someone's got used to they're juggling these pentacles or, whatever, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that, Gemini. You can do anything. Like most people, and you guys are Gemini, I've actually seen Geminis do this, but most people, they can do one thing at a time, right? And even here, you're doing 2 things at a time. Well, you're going to do something even bigger than that. You're about to have 3 new beginnings at the same time. You are limitless. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose to do, how much of it as you want to do. Or some of you going on a trip, and the honeymoon, it doesn't even have to be like actually going on a honeymoon or going away somewhere, right? It's like the honeymoon phase in a relationship. If that relationship has become old and stagnant and like stuck, and maybe you're fighting with each other here, there's new energy coming in there. You guys have got a great reading, Gemini. Let's have a look. What else could honeymoon refer to? It can, like, so even if it's a new relationship, that honeymoon phase there that people feel. Of course, go the distance. Go the distance. And this kind of says you can go the distance. You can go the distance, Gemini. I feel there might be some of you who are feeling some doubt. Or, you know, why is it... I'll say, and I want you guys to know, I mean, no offense when I say this, I have been surrounded by Geminis my whole life. I'd say 80% of the people I've ever been in relationships in my life have been Geminis. Some of my best friends are Geminis. So I know Gemini energy really well. And when you guys get bored, or when you guys get, like, you know, frustrated, or whatever it is, whatever that negative energy that comes in, you guys can do this. You know, it becomes war of words, and it becomes like, that's when you can not start picking on people, but you start playing, like, it's just fun for you because it's a distraction. It's a distraction, right? Like, because you guys are so witty, you are so clever with words, your minds work so fast. That's the first place that you go. But it's kind of saying to you that you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that because you can go the distance. You can, and this is about pacing yourself. This might be where you kind of think, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to get tired? Am I going to get bored? Right? And it's like, no, you guys can do this. You can go the distance. And it might be like this cheetah here. Like the cheetah can sprint so fast for what, 60 seconds at a time. But then, you know, that's it. It's done for that period. And that might be you. There might be moments where you feel like you're racing ahead and then there's a pause. Racing ahead and then there's a pause. I feel like this was that pause time. Now you're kind of getting going again. There's going to be another pause here. I kind of get that. But this is when everything falls into place. But it feels like you have to put down one of the, whatever it is that you're juggling, all these things that you're juggling, because you're going to start all this stuff anyway. Have faith. Have faith. Because this feels like more of a distraction to me than actually moving forward, if that makes sense. And of course, it's general reading, so the energies can apply to someone that you're dealing with. I said that right at the beginning. Are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday? Someone else got this. Are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday moment-to-moment experience, thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart so you can share it. You must know this, and when the time comes, you'll be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all and love every minute. We all love you like crazy over here. I want you to think about this too, like with this 6 of Cups that comes up here. This is that kind of a more innocent time, like I said, but it can be, even when there's difficulties that have happened in the past, we're looking back at those, they don't seem so bad now. They don't seem so bad. Like we can move forward from whatever this situation was that was coming up in the past. And yeah, look, it is, you are looking for happiness. This is at the heart. We won't tell anyone, Gemini, but you guys are looking for happiness, like emotional happiness. That's what you guys want. You want love. You want happiness. You want those kind of bubbly, kind of lovely feelings to come up. And it looks like you kind of find your way there. And you go get through it like with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. And that's the way Gemini does it, right? But you guys can do it. But I'd still get that thing that you put down one of those pentacles, whatever it is that you're juggling. Now, some of you maybe, I'm going to say this and just came through to me. And if it comes through like that, then I have to say it. Some of you, I'm getting the sense, if you're really looking for love, and especially after that, you're really looking for love. Some of you are dating like crazy, and you might just be dating anyone. And that could be a little like, I'm going to do this. I'm in a mission. I'm not saying you're juggling people, but it's just like, there's no focus here. And you guys are really good at the focus thing. So don't worry, like the knowledge comes through here. The knowledge is going to come through with that. But go follow your passion, follow your desire. There's something that gets you excited. Follow that. And that is what brings you out of the cold. And that is what puts you back in control again. Love your reading, Gemini. You guys got another good one, a great one even this time. You'll have to let me know how it plays out for you in February.